Let's see if this 4.8 liter V8 can make 2000 horsepower or even more. But we'll start at a very important part, which is the rotating assembly. It will consist of a mixture between billet steel parts and heavy forged parts. Those are two of my favorite styles to go with for a turbocharged engine and anything of that nature. We're going to use vvt-i on all cams, quality sliders that are on plus 15. We'll stick with the single turbo for now until we run into some issues. For fueling system, we'll use direct injection per cylinder race manifold with my new favorite fuel, which is E100. It isn't a very common fuel per se, but it's a lot more common than Nitro-methane per se. As you can see there, we're already making good power, and we have a 9400 RPM rev limiter per se, but we first have to address some issues like the exhaust and also our compressor. But I'll do that by switching to a twin turbo setup because I believe it will run a lot better with a VGT housing, so to speak, with a VG housing or a variable geometry housing. We'll rev it up to 9500 RPM. We'll also give it a little more boost after we adjust a couple of things. I mean, 1200 horsepower isn't bad, but I know we can do a lot more. Let's see how much boost can get us. So our compressor is still being a problem, but I have an idea that we don't have enough spring and lifter tension to keep this engine going. Yes, 1400 horsepower, almost 1500 horsepower, and we're still trucking right along. Yes, let's adjust our spring and lifter tension, give it a little more oomph in the power department at least. At least this engine isn't grenading itself just yet or blowing anything out, or it shouldn't go out, so to speak. But not yet. But that's just my opinion. I like more boost and I cannot lie. 2200 horsepower is pretty good, but I believe we can get a little more. Can we get 2500 horsepower? That's my next target. Let's see if it can work. Let's see. I mean, we've got the displacement, we've got the torque, and we have the top end in terms of our component stress levels. We have more area to move. Yeah, let's do that. That's better. Okay. Our exhaust side of our turbocharger is being a little bit of a pain, but I think if we just maneuver around it and create more power until that becomes a problem, then we will deal with it, which I don't think is gonna be anytime soon. This thing is making good power for what it is. If you have a favorite engine that you would love to see on the channel, do let me know down below. I love reading you guys' comments because lately we've been growing quite a lot, and I really say thank you for all of you. But anyway, getting back to the engine. We are making 2800 horsepower so far. And we don't have much of a power band, which that's a different time, but maybe we'll use this engine sometime in BeamNG. I'll have to see what we'll do around there. But for now, we'll just make more power until we hit, I think 3000 horsepower is a good number. But it's starting to become a bit of a problem now to make good power, because we're running out of headroom. Our components are still chilling, but everything else, not so much. Let's pull some fuel and see if that helps. No, it doesn't, per se. So I think I'll leave the fuel alone for now, but mess with the exhaust. Okay, we got one more horsepower, which every horsepower counts. There we go. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna leave it for now. So next we'll do two dyno runs, one looking at the engine, beautiful as always, and one looking at the graph. Let's see what this beauty sounds like. It's good. Yeah, no, that sounds absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for watching. And if you stayed to this part of the video, first of all, thank you. And second of all, hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you'd like it around there. But that's all from me for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.